Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome to Asobi. This is a game from the same people who put out the game Beyond Your Window, Team Solitude. I played that game, what was it, like, it's gotta be like a month ago at this point. Super fun, super great, I love the art style, love the story that game had to tell. This is another game by them. This is for a horror game jam, I believe, called Spooktober, or Spooktember, I'm not actually sure. But it's on Itchio. I'll have a link to the description as always. This game is about you're a taxi driver and you take a mysterious woman to a mysterious location. Yeah, so about them. Team Solitude, we're a little visual novel studio based in Milan, Italy. We focus on games and stories about solitude and go where our characters lead us. They're cool people. They gave great support on the Beyond Our Window video, so big props to them for that. Their games are awesome though. A calm night. You drove for hours, non-stop. Passengers continually getting on and off the taxi. Almost none of them talked. That's how the day passed by now, until then. Or that's how the day passed by, until now. Silent. Yours is a reservation-only service. You don't know anything about your clients. All you have to do is reach the pickup point when you get notified, and then you drive them to their destination. The majority doesn't talk at all. But sometimes, some of them do. When your clients talk to you, it feels as though you're exploring them. Every nuance, every secret, everything emerges from their heart's darkness. And when that happens at night, with all the lights turned on and the streets empty, you have the impression of driving in an endless tunnel of sensations, suspended from reality. Here you are then. You've reached another pickup point, where a girl is waiting for you. She looks at the taxi unimpressed. She must be used to seeing such luxury. By the way, the game takes place in like a vertical stance, so I'm not like cropping anything out or anything. She rapidly gets in. Her jacket and handbag are put neatly on the seat next to her. Good evening, miss. Where are you headed? Homunculus Hotel. Do you know of it? Yes, I know of it. Do you go here often? She does not answer. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. It's fine. I go there almost every week. Always on the same day. It's not something I'm ashamed of. The thing is that no one ever asks. They just assume. So I was surprised. That's all. What do they assume? My work. Sometimes my entire life. Once you say you're headed to a hotel, and you have no suitcases with you, it's easy to understand who you are. Especially what you do for a living. There's almost no need to ask. And many don't even want to know. It seems like that would be very annoying. Only it's the start. When you feel as if you don't exist. Or as if existing or not makes... Geez, I'm messing that up. Or if existing or not makes no difference. And then you start wondering if it would be better to cease existing altogether. But over time, you get used to it. She seems uncomfortable. Her gaze is fixed beyond the window. Beyond the window? I think that's intentional. You look at her in the rearview mirror. You can't help but wonder, who is she? And the curiosity begins to animate your thoughts. How did you start? What about your family? Interesting choices. I feel like... She says no one ever asks about her career, but I feel like asking about the family kind of implies that, like, does your family not care about you? But we'll go, how did you start? Well, it's been a long time. Around 10 years. Maybe 7 or 8. The artwork, again, just spot on. It is so... I don't know how to describe the style, but it's just so pleasing. I woke up one day. I suddenly realized I was feeling horrible. No direction, no future, no love. So I decided to trust the only thing I had left, my body. Have you ever felt like you're split in two parts? You have your mind and your body, separate entities, and your body is distant from you. It's like a detached thing. That's why, at the beginning, using it didn't mean much. But the more I did it, the more I felt reunited. Like I was becoming one with myself. It is true that it isn't nice work, especially when you start. When you can't choose. When you need the money, and everyone looks at you like an insect. In fact, you are an insect, a small caterpillar. You slowly gather all you need to close yourself in a cocoon, and then you build it to protect yourself, to have a place where you can feel safe. Maybe it's a shield for your feelings. A shell used to defend your inner self. When you're inside the cocoon, forcing your body to be detached but also feeling it closer and closer to yourself, you start to realize things. You understand the people around you. You understand the system around you. You learn to use it to your advantage, and then you understand yourself. So the cocoon breaks and you come out, reborn as a butterfly. But the ghost of yourself is behind the corner, waiting. You think you know me? Well, that's about it. What do you think? Nothing I haven't heard before? How did you handle it? We don't want to be dismissive. How did you handle it? I just kept going. I don't know. I had no direction, so I just kept following the road ahead. Is it okay if I turn the radio on? No problem. Oh, anyway. Sorry I haven't introduced myself. I'm Rimu. And you are? I'm just a driver. I'll just call you Driver then. I kind of like it. Driver. Prostitute. Just two labels, right? Yet they tell more about us than our names. Silence falls for an instant. She's now looking in front of herself. Is she smiling? It seems like it, but the night is getting darker, and you find it difficult to see her clearly from the driver's seat. Anyway, how's your work? It seems calm. It mostly is, yes. Driving can be relaxing, especially at night. Can confirm. You know, there is this loneliness. You pick up the passengers, then drive to their destinations, and the loop continues. If the passengers are talkative, you get to pass an interesting moment. But if they're silent, it's like driving a ghost somewhere. It's only you, the road, and the presence behind you. Nights and loneliness. Seems like we have something in common. Your work is in a luxurious taxi. Mine shifts between luxurious dinner tables and bedrooms. We get to meet so many people, and yet we're both so alone. Ever wanted to escape? Have you always been alone? I don't really want to ask. I want to know if you ever wanted to escape? Sometimes, but only at the beginning. Well, maybe not only at the beginning. But you get it, huh? I don't get it. Not particularly, no. Please explain. When you look around yourself and see nothing more than misery, it's natural to develop a desire to be somewhere else. But I've always wondered if fleeing was the right answer. The right answer for me, at least. But one day you wake up. You decide to go away. So you pack your things, you leave what you don't need in your apartment, or wherever you live, and you just go away. Do you have a friend somewhere far away? Is there an old lover waiting for you? Or a parent you're particularly fond of? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyone is fine. Anyone could be a better haven to reach and stay. But will that misery really go away? Will we rot in peace in that place? Or will we be able to start anew? To be fond in the sound of this room. Are those tears? Or is that just reflection? This sure is a long drive. I'm sorry. The hotel is pretty distant, you know? I never realized. It always seemed so close. To tell you the truth, though, I never really reached it. I never visited that client. I was too scared. So every time I came close to it, I just turned back. But maybe today is the right day. Yeah, maybe it is. It's just that I don't know what could have waited for me there. Emptiness again? Or happiness? I read somewhere that homunculus hotel is the place of dreams. Every room is like a different dream, and they reflect the people who stay there. But dreams can sometimes be nightmares, right? What was your biggest dream? What was your worst nightmare? This is actually pretty interesting because I feel like everyone asks like on a first date or something, or just when you're trying to get to know someone, like, hey, what are your dreams? I am incredibly curious what their nightmares are. Is that a weird question to ask though? I'm gonna ask it. What was your worst nightmare? My nightmare? Her laundry didn't get dried. Often lingered on the clothes hanging out to dry. Although the wind moved them, they remained there, hanging on the threads. They couldn't be free. They couldn't fly away because a clothespin kept them on the tree, the threads. And every time I looked at the clothes that were so white and pure, I couldn't help but think about our similarities. I was like a caterpillar, struggling to create my cocoon, and at the same time I was a shirt hanging on a thread. I couldn't be who I wanted, because something kept me from being free. I don't speak Japanese. I don't know what that says. She fell asleep. Her soft, slow breath dissolved into the car noises. The road ahead seems endless. Darker and darker, it stretches towards infinity. What the skull? It's better to rest, as the road is still long. A trip like many others. You get the reservation, reach the pickup point, and drive toward the client's destination. We all make our reservations when we're born, and one day we'll reach our destination, just like this girl, and many others before and after her. But have you ever thought about your own reservation and your own ultimate destination? Oh my lord! What was the skull? That was actually a little bit of a shiver down my spine. I wonder if that's... I don't know how to take that. I think that's symbolic of something. I don't think the artists, who, by the way, incredible job again, and also that was a really good story. I don't think that they would just be like, oh, let's just make the driver like have a skull, because that's like, that's kind of weird. You know, that there's got to be something there. I want to think on it a little more. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the game. Again, just incredible work. Great studio. Okay, cool. We loop back around to the start. It's keys. Oh, is the keys like the controls? Yeah. Okay. So I am not sure what that could mean. I mean, I get the thing about like the you know, when we, you know, the reservation I think is supposed to be like a dream, right? You have your aspiration, and that's, you know, where you want to go, and you're going to get there eventually, however, you know, that chooses to happen. And sometimes you may think your reservation is for one point and you end up somewhere else, and you know, it all turns out to be good in the end. I think that's what that girl's story was. You know, I don't think she imagined herself in the life that she was in, but she ended up making the best of it and turning it into something better. That skull thing though, I don't, this might be a step too far, but could it be that like the driver made the, you know, sort of thing that like, oh, people don't talk, it's like you're driving a ghost. Does he drive ghosts? Is that like the driver is almost like the taxi between like life and death? Not that like he crashes the taxi or anything, but it's more like a symbolic passing over thing. Especially since she says she never makes it to the hotel, and maybe tonight would be different. I think there's something to play with there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, by the way. I mean, another incredible game. I love these games because they get you thinking. And there's actually a third game I haven't played yet. I might look into playing that one. Apparently this game took like some of the story elements from Beyond Your Window and like some theme elements or something from their other game. I don't remember what the Itchio page said, but either way, incredible game. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe and tell your friends about the channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me. You can spread my videos around. I'll catch you all back here next time for the next video. Until then, as always, take care.